Here's a dog that has a learned behavior. He has learned how to be aggressive to people. This is my first interaction with him without the owner. This is what's in this dog's mind and what he thinks. I'm reaching for him. Tail's in the right position. He's not showing me aggression at this time. So of course that means that that's not where his mind is. So how can this be genetic? This is learned. I'm going to ask him to do something. Hey, 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 come here. Okay, he's acting very normal at this point. But we're going to test that. So.
Alright, man, it's okay.
Here we go. Beautiful boy. We're going to bring him out. His first introduction with people. Let's see what happens. You want to say hello to him, Andrew? Just say hello to him. You can touch him.
What's his name?
Doesn't matter. Look at his tail wagging. So he's meeting new people for the first time. I'm actually going to hand the leash off to Chris. Why don't you just walk him over there and bring him back, Chris? Just walk him over. His tail, everything's in the right place. You can touch him, Chris. Beautiful. Turn around, bring him back. His tail is wagging. Bring him back to me. And you want to reach down and touch him? Say hello to him. Okay. So this has been a problem for the owner. As you can see, he's being very, very receptive to the love and affection. Although his tail is tucked just a bit, it's not total fear. Although he is somewhat fearful. So stop touching him and see what happens with him. Okay. All right, so the tail relaxes just a little bit. Great. So Angela, why don't you walk him in and then bring him back out? Okay, great. Okay, so this is exactly what I want from him. He's in a strange place, new environment, with different people, and he seems like a normal dog. The thing that we have to pull away from here is that if this dog was actually genetically aggressive, then he would not be able to control himself. He would be aggressive to you, to Chris, to myself, and anyone that he saw.
Right.
Which is the problem that the owner is having with him meeting new people. And as we can see, he feels very relaxed. So clearly this is a learned behavior that this dog has learned how to be like this with his owner. Great. All right.
Somebody walking up the street?
No, you don't have to walk. You can just put him in the car. Great. Just let him go. There we go. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. The look in his eyes, the way his ears are, me reaching for him. Perfect. Great. Well, we'll take him to the next level now. We're going to see how he does with other dogs. This is a big problem right here. This dog walking in front of me as if he knows where he's going. And he's pulling. Okay. If you've had a dog for 6 years and he's still pulling, then that's the mindset that he's in. And that definitely needs to change. Yeah. So, yeah, he should definitely be behind, especially a dog that's biting people. Well, here we go again. I am just getting ready to work with a dog named Floyd. You may remember his name from last week. He's a dog that came to me because he was being aggressive to people, and he's bitten a few people. And today he's back for daycare, and the most important thing for his owner to realize is the walking is going to help him get the leadership because this dog is stubborn. And so we're going to teach him how to walk on the leash today and also see how he does with me in terms of his aggression. And this is going to be the first step for the owner to take control. This dog is stubborn, as I mentioned, and he wants to do what he wants to do. Don't we all? So here we go. This is Floyd. This is what he looks like right now, sitting here waiting for me. Here we go. And here we go. So this is Floyd walking on a leash. Look at him. He's just trying to control things. Look at Floyd. Come in. Now, this is the position that we don't want him in. Why don't I want him in this position is because I know this is a powerful position. Now, he's pulling because he wants to get to the front because he thinks he's leaving. I'm going to allow him to do that. But this is how we normally let our dogs walk us. Some people think because we're allowing them to walk the way they want to walk, and other people say because I can't control the way he walks. So this is the first walk with him being like this. I'm going to also point out that Floyd is mentally and physically dominant. And so that's why he's being stubborn. But as you can see, he is behind me, and he's about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 feet behind me today. That's where I want his owner walking him, in that direction. From behind, just like this. That's the beginning of gaining the alpha position. If you can't make your dog walk behind you, forget about his aggressive tendencies. I will turn, and I want him to be behind me. When you walk your dog behind you like this, look at him being stubborn right now, but I allow for that to happen. I'm just going to let him fight it and just keep going with it. As long as he's not successful, he'll get over it. If you can't make your dog walk behind, hey, to intimidate him to walk behind you, you're not going to be successful with his other aggressive tendencies. Look how stubborn he is. I'll take that off of him later, but I want him to struggle and fight because this is a stubborn dog. And he's been getting away for too long this way. As long as he's behind me. That's all I care about. Well, we're back again with Floyd, and I'm going to take the muzzle off, and I'm going to put a different type of muzzle on him. I want to transition him from one muzzle to the next muzzle till the muzzle is off, so that we can further his rehabilitation. He has a problem with people coming in front of him, hugging him or reaching for him, he would viciously attack. And he has viciously attacked someone and bit them in the face, reconstructive surgery. And so we want to show him that he doesn't have to do that. Now, this dog has been played tug of war with. He has learned to challenge people. And as you know, the way I think, that's a problem. We should never challenge our dogs until we have first dominated them, until we have let them know who we are. Then we may be able to do some challenging. So we're going to take the muzzle off of Floyd. Come on, Floyd. Here. Want to pick him up. Well, let's see if you jump up. Floyd. Hey. Floyd. Come here. Come on. I'm just going to hook him up. See if we can get more. Beautiful. Now, what I want to do, of course, I want to be in his face and rub him so he doesn't see that I'm a threat. I want to give him a hug, like this. Usually dogs that bite people, they feel that people are weak because they haven't established the relationship properly with them. In rehabilitating dogs, we don't want to move too fast and we don't want to do stupid things to prove that it can be done. We need to know 100% that it's going to be okay. My first step is to take the muzzle off of him, to transition him to another muzzle. Now, I've seen this guy do his thing. I've seen him go off. So I know what he can do. So the trick is not to set him off, but to do things so that he understands that he doesn't have to go there. Most dogs do stupid things and bite people because they have misinterpreted what people are doing. They're not sure. They don't feel secure. They don't understand. We need to first be able to make them understand who we represent before we can start doing things that say we represent weakness and then wonder why we get bit. Take that one off. I'm going to put this one on. This one gives him a little more freedom for me. I use different types of muzzles on dogs. It just depends on what it is I'm trying to do. I usually tighten them and then I loosen them up. There we go. As you can notice, his tail is wagging low, meaning that he understands what I'm doing. He's accepting it because I exist in the moment with him. Do the same thing in front of him. Tail is wagging. He understands what I'm doing. Great. That's what I want. I'm going to take a little bit up in the back, in the front. I want it to fit just right. Sort of like we do with horses. We want to make sure that what we're putting on them fits perfectly. And now that he's got that, he can breathe. See his tail wagging? He's accepting what I'm doing. He's accepting it. See the tail? Perfect. That's what we want. So what I'll do is, now we're going to take another walk. And I want him behind me. I'm going to assist him in getting down. I want to make sure they don't get hurt. All right, so let's take another walk. Now we're about to take another walk with Floyd, and I've given him a little more freedom because I've changed the muzzle, which means that I have reduced a little more of his stress that he might have had trying to get it off. Doesn't mean he won't try and do it this way, but he does realize that some of the stress has been taken off of him. And so we're going to take a walk and see if this walk is going to be different or the same as the last walk. So here we go. Again, I'm intimidating him to be behind me. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want him behind me. Up. He's got the freedom, a little more, less restricted, so he should be more comfortable. I'll make my turn. I want him to make a wide turn because I want him behind me. Give him the room to turn so he understands I'm not making quick motions so that he can think. When we want dogs to think about what we want, we got to give them a chance. We have to give them a chance to process the information. He's doing just fine. He's not stopping to pull the muzzle off. That's perfect. And so we'll try it now without the muzzle. Now, we're back again with the third walk with Floyd. And as you can see, he has his muzzle off. Now, the reason I've had the muzzle on him these last few times is because he has come for biting people. He's learned to challenge people. So it would be foolish for me to take the muzzle off of him right away and then have him feel as though he was being challenged, because dogs are built to take up challenges. But my job is to get into their head, to dominate them in a way that a pack member would do so that they are mentally accepting me. So I'm not trying to physically put them in a position. I want them to mentally accept the position that they're in. The hierarchy is what I'm talking about. And so now we're going to take another walk with a little more freedom. In fact, complete freedom, which is what I like. And then we'll see how he does. This is the beginning of his rehabilitation to change the way he feels about people. His owner must be able to do the same thing. I'm actually doing this video for his owner so he can see exactly what his dog can do, and then he will understand and accept what it is that he must do. So here we go. By now, he should know automatically what to do. He should know that he needs to be behind me. Mr. Floyd. There we go. And I've just got the the leash around my hand. Not holding it tightly at all. I'm going to make my wide turn with him. He should kind of wait for that. That's what I'm looking for. And then we make that turn. Hey! I should be able to verbally, now the leash is kind of telling him to move forward, but I should be able to verbally tell him to get behind me, which is what he's doing. If I stop, he should stop. Slow down. There we go. I'm sorry about that jogging the video, but his leash is caught. Can't do anything about that. And then we walk on in. There he is. Beautiful. And that's the walk with Floyd. Floyd. I'm saying he's doing really good with dogs. He's a little nervous, but that's okay. That's to be expected. His hair is up just a bit. That means fear. It's all right. Quite all right. Yeah. This is what we're looking for. This is what I want for his behavior to be like this. Just to be accepted. When we see a dog's behavior like this, it tells us that the dog is trying to protect itself in terms of not being a threat. I will prove that by taking the muzzle off of him. This is fine. This is the behavior that I want. Rehab. One. Rehab. Perfect. You did exactly as I wanted it to do. Now, if I call him to me, he's coming in a submissive way. That's fine. That means I can touch him. Look at his tail. Perfect. That's what we want. I think his rehabilitation is going to be great. I'll let him take that off his feet. It's about time for it to come off now anyway. So we'll let him do the work. Beautiful. Floyd, you did excellent.